Uvalde, Texas, Eulalio Lalo Diaz Jr. isn't always on call, but it was his turn to be at the helm as Uvalde's justice of the peace on the day a gunman massacred 19 children and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary School in the deadliest school shooting in state history. The county is so small that the justice on call also acts as Uvalde's de facto coroner. He doesn't expect he'll ever be the same. "It was my luck. My bad luck," Diaz told NPR. "But I wouldn't wish it on anyone." Sitting in his office at the Uvalde County Courthouse, across the street from a makeshift memorial in the town square, Diaz recalled the shock of walking into the site of the slaughter that included so many small children whose parents and grandparents has no info. "It's just that type of community and it's close," Diaz said. Despite the connections, Diaz explained, "It was my job to identify the bodies. Because there is no local medical examiner's office, the justice of the peace regularly steps in as the county coroner, in addition to presiding over misdemeanor court cases, small civil disputes, and marriage ceremonies." Last week, that meant that Diaz was the one who got called to the school to put names to the small, ravaged bodies of mostly 9 and 10-year-old children before they could be autopsied. "It's just the most devastating news I'd want to hear," he said, shaking his head. The case was so grisly, and so unlike anything he had ever had to face, that it required extra help from the Bexar County Medical Examiner in San Antonio. Up until last Tuesday, Diaz said the incident with the most casualties that he had ever dealt with was when an 18-wheeler hit and killed a family of 4 a few years ago. While he waited for the medical examiner to make the drive to Uvalde, Diaz tried to steel himself. "For 2 hours, I sat there, preparing myself and getting ready for the scene we're about to see. Because you know it's going to be a tough scene," he said. There was an inner monologue running through his mind, he said, along the lines of, "You have to be strong and you have to maintain professionalism because the families are counting on you now." But nothing could have prepared him for what was waiting for him inside.